Wow. So before we even get started, yes, I am bald. Very much bald right now because old age has finally creeped up to me. We're going to ignore that. We're going to get right to this. But yes, I am very much bald right now. So no more durag and hat for me. Anyways, besides my copium and tears, let's get right to this. So I haven't had the time to actually properly research the mythological parallels that I'm gonna do. Like I want to make sure I'm 100% accurate when it comes to that section because when it comes to like Amaterasu, like I know bits and pieces, but I want to make sure I get everything 100% accurate before I even jot things down. So I'm gonna take a couple of days when I have free time. Like I'll have free time tomorrow, so I'll take a couple of days. I'll do my due diligence research, and we'll make sure we're 100% accurate when we get to the mythological parallels. So for now, we're just skipping them. We're going right into the other sections. Like we're doing Doctor Who and the Weeping Angels right now, and we're gonna do the case study. So as soon as I'm 100% comfortable with the mythological parallels, we'll get right into it. Anyways, let's get started. We'll do about maybe about 30 to 40 minutes worth of work. Okay, let's see. In horror, few concepts capture the terror of the gaze like the weeping angels from Doctor Who. These angelic-looking statues stand frozen when observed, but the instant you avert your gaze, they move with unnatural speed and deadly intent. I did not take my medicine. I gotta make sure I take my medicine soon. Their existence is a paradox. To look is to live. To stop is to die. In horror games, this paradox is adopted and adapted to build tension and helplessness. You are punished not for looking, but for the impossible demand of unblinking attention. The enemy knows it doesn't have to chase you. It only waits knowing the human frailty will betray you in time. This mechanic is fully realized when an object moves when unobserved. Statues that animate once your eyes leave them. Dolls that change position, and mannequins that shift beyond your vision. So we gave a lot of good examples yesterday, but we're not going to put them down. We're just going to save the case studies as the main thing of the script. Because the more I start mentioning other games, the more likely we'll deviate from the purpose, which is case studies. Hmm. Just give me a moment. Also, shout out to Dead Factory. You got cut from RA3 May. Okay. I cannot spell right now. The horror comes it's not from their violent tendencies, but the anticipation. Because you just don't know when they're gonna act. For example, I know from experience, if I see a mannequin, some shenanigans is gonna happen. You just don't randomly have mannequins just stationary without bullshit occurring. So I'm anticipating that they're gonna do something, but when they don't, it's like, yeah, it's gonna happen. I just don't know when. So it's the anticipation that's the scary thing part about that. In this case, using me as an example, since I've dealt with mannequins a lot in the games that I've played. Horror doesn't come from the sudden violence alone, but the terrifying anticipation. It's the terrifying anticipation that you avert your gaze, they move. Yeah. Give me a sec. There's more we can add to this. So, Weeping Angel, obviously, all right, that's enough of piano, hitting one key on a piano. So, it's that song's very effective at making the situation tense. I love R3 OST. So, the Weeping Angel is more than just a scare tactic. It can be seen as it can be seen as a way to show human failure. And hear me out. It's more so that us averting our attention, us deviating from some, us averting our attention, us not paying attention, gets us killed. Like at all times, we must keep the weeping angel in our vision, or else we'll die. They're gonna kill us. The moment I look away, I have the angel right in my face. And it's in a similar vein to that SCP that I always forget its number. So it shows the consequences of our own action, our human frailty, which I mentioned before. Just gotta word that right. Okay, we can go with that. It's an inevitable failure because eventually you're gonna have to blink. Eventually you're gonna have to look away because think about it. It's off screen right now, but there's a door right over there. Let's just say there's a weeping angel. Let's just pretend my pop figures are weeping angels. I have to look away. I mean, I can back up to the door perfectly fine, but let's just say that door is locked. and I have the key. Unless I'm very godlike at unlocking stuff, I'm eventually gonna have to turn around. So if you've seen that episode of Doctor Who, you'll know, like, holy crap, like that's extremely tense. So they can be seen as showcasing the inevitability of failure. I just gotta word that right. This song's about to be over too. Yeah, it is. Give me a second. Yeah, it is. Ooh, let's go. I hear it. I hear it. I hear Raccoon City ambience in the background now. Oops. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be very cheeky right now. So is the truth human? The inevitability of failure, because we're not perfect. Eventually, we're gonna screw up something. So yeah, the inevitability of failure. I don't use inevitability often, no. And I cannot spell. There we go. Unfortunately, that's gonna throw me off so much. It wasn't extended properly. Fuck it. Jill goes shopping. Was this even an RE3 remake? I don't think it was. No, it was not. Oh yeah, Uptown and Downtown got removed. Oh my god. Ah, remake. Why? Right, Dino Crisis outfit. Hmm. This is the annoying part when I kind of put myself into a corner. Just give me a moment to try to figure this one out. Eventually, we will have to avert our attention. Eventually, we have to blink. Again, don't drink unless you're an adult. God's sakes, cherish your liver. This is a horror not born from what is seen. No. This is the stress that I have to deal with at times when I really like back myself into a corner. The horror doesn't come from their sudden violence alone, but the terrifying anticipation that something only moves when you're not watching. I think I can do something here. Let's see. Okay, I think I got something. Okay, holy crap! Oh my god, Jesus Christ! I really backed my way into a corner for like 7 minutes. I hate when that happens. I really, really do hate when that happens. Okay, let's see. In horror, in horror, few concepts capture the terror of the gaze like the weeping angel from Doctor Who. These angelic-looking statues stand frozen when observed, but the instant you avert your gaze, they move with a natural speed and deadly intent. Their existence is a paradox. To look is to live. To stop is to die. In horror games, this paradox is adopted and adapted to build tension and helplessness. You are punished not for looking, but for the impossible demand of unblinking attention. The enemy knows it doesn't have to chase you. It only waits knowing the human frailty will betray you in time. Eventually, you're gonna have to look away. Which is where I'm getting at. The simple action of blinking is something we can't. I mean, there's probably people that can hold their eyes open for like a long ass time, but eventually we're gonna have to blink. And then when we blink, you have an angel in your face, or your neck snap because that SCP, or mannequins just closing the distance. So this mechanic is fully realized when an object moves when unobserved. Statues that animate once your eyes leave them, dolls that change position, and mannequins that shift beyond your vision. The horror doesn't come from their sudden violence alone, but the terrifying anticipation that something only moves when you're not watching. This is a horror of anticipation and an inescapable doom. A horror that turns the simple act of seeing into a desperate battle, one where losing focus can spell disaster. Holy crap, I think that's fine for what it is. That is actually fine. That is actually very fine. Yeah, that's actually good. What time is it? It's supposed to be 7 o'clock. I think I've been streaming this for like about 23 minutes. Okay, let's finish up at the 30-minute mark. So that's fine. So now I think we actually get started with the case studies. Because again, I do have to actually do extended research on the mythological parallels. Just because I am familiar with Amaterasu, but I feel there's gaps in my knowledge. Like I wrote a good chunk of notes on my iPad, but I feel I'm lacking in a lot of areas, especially like Ra is fine. Like I know a good chunk about Egyptian mythology, and obviously I know a lot about Greek mythology. I had to tell myself, hey, Medusa is not Castor, not fucking Castor. Medusa is not a writer. Jeez, I've not Fate Stay Night in a long ass time. Yeah, so I had to keep on reminding myself, yeah, we're talking about actual Medusa, not fake Medusa. So it's just Amaterasu, which I definitely need to sit down and actually like lock in with that one, because I don't want to jot down stuff that I'm not comfortable jotting down. I need to make sure that I'm 100% accurate with this. Okay, so that's the plan. I'll probably be good in a couple of days. So for the next, I'm gonna start the case studies right now. Then for like the next day or two, I'll be doing that. Then by today's Monday, by Thursday, I should be good to go for the mythological parallels. Then we can actually finally wrap this up. I'm looking to release this at least by Sunday, the latest Monday. Okay, so let's just get started with an opening passage, then we can start wrapping things up. I'll come back with sprite animation later. I gotta remember to take my medicine. Alright, how long has this song been going on? Ooh. Good way to wrap this up. Shout out to OG Hospital. Today was just a Resident Evil 3 day. Alright, so how do I want to start this? For a second. Okay. I will never forget, now that the song is playing, their fixation with that elevator jump scare. Oh my god. Every time that gets me. Hey, this is not that bad. Let's go up an elevator. Oh my god, that's a crap for the zombies. Survival. Now that we're here, I do like the fact that Outbreak with the Hive actually expanded on this, but we know because the three make. Well, shit. But that hospital doesn't exist no more. Survival horror. The instinct is to often look away, to hide, to flee in blindness. But but Slender, the arrival, flips this instinct on its head. Here, to look is not safety, but a death sentence. To meet the gaze of Slenderman is to invite your impending doom. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. So, alright, I gotta go take my medicine, so good stuff. About 30 minutes worth of work. I'm gonna do my due diligence research on the mythological parallels right now for the next like 30 odd minutes. So in the next couple of days, we'll get that portion of this script done. But for now, we're just gonna be working on the case studies. Then hopefully by Thursday, I'll be in a more comfortable position to actually jot stuff down because I don't want to write something down that I'm not comfortable writing down. I definitely don't want to do that, especially when I'm like I have the knowledge. It's just I feel there's gaps in that knowledge, which I need to make sure I'm not gonna write some apocalyptic shit. Anyways, good stuff. I will see people later. Take care. I'll be doing some spray animation later. Other than that, bye.